CityChick here, and today I am joined with Lady Blue, aka Miss Fancy Pants, and today we want to talk to you a little bit about grit and if you should be using it with your backyard flock. Lady Blue here doesn't have any chicken teeth. Chickens don't have any teeth at all, and teeth are what people use to help break down their food, right? That's the first step in people's digestive process. Chickens don't have teeth. All right, so chickens are actually born with one tooth. When Lady Blue here was in her little egg, at 21 days, she used that tiny little tooth and she used it to peck out of the eggshell, and that's how she hatched. Then that day, she lost that one tooth, and then no more chicken teeth after that. All right, and then, so now, I'm gonna put her down. So anytime chickens eat, we got a couple of feeders back here, so anytime chickens eat, basically the first step in the digestion process is going into the mouth, and that's where it gets wet from the saliva, right? That's a really important process. From there, it travels down, goes down through the place called the crop. From there, it goes down to the stomach and then to the gizzard. Now the gizzard is really important because that's where food breaks down for chickens. That's where she's gonna, when the food breaks down, that's how she gets her vitamins, that's how she gets her minerals. Really important step. Grit is basically small stones or rocks, and this is commercial grade layered grit, you can see. All right, there's that. And basically what happens, chickens eat this, goes into their body, and it will go pass through their crop, and it sits. It will literally just sit in their gizzard. So what happens when chickens start eating, goes into their mouth, chickens eat their organic layer feed here, goes through, passes through their crop, goes to the gizzard. It basically, grit's role is to break up that food. And that allows the chicken's vitamins and minerals all to be absorbed into her body. If you are not providing grit to your chickens, there's a chance that your chickens aren't exactly getting all the vitamins and minerals from that really good layer feed that you're providing them. Grit comes in 3 different varieties. It actually comes in starter grit, which is just little tiny little pebbles. And that's what you provide to chicks. Usually I start giving my chicks starter feed right around 3 to 4 weeks old. Then there's a pullet size grit, and then you start providing the layer grit for them once they get to reach, obviously, laying age. That's a little bit different from every hen. So for grit, it's a good idea to use these little guys right here. Basically, you can kind of see that. You don't need to use a small feeder like this. You can use a small cup. I've used all different sorts of things to provide grit in. Should you be using grit? When in doubt, put it out. Really simple way to remember things. With our chickens get a lot of free range time. As you can see, part of our driveway here is gravel. Now, when the chickens go out to free range, I notice that they stop and pick up some of the small stones from that. So I know my chickens are actually getting a little bit of extra grit just from being out there. If your chickens are pasture fed, there's a really good chance your chickens, you don't need to provide grit just because they're out there and they're picking up small rocks, stones, or pebbles, and that's sitting inside their gizzard. Now, if you have like living in the city, right? You got less than an acre, third of an acre, you got a really small coop and run. Chickens are confined to this little coop and run area. There's a chance that you probably should be providing grit. You should also be providing crushed oyster shell, but that's another video where we talk about that. So just remember, when it comes to grit, when in doubt, put it out. I really hope you learned something from this video. If you liked it, just click like and hopefully subscribe to our channel for a little bit more about happy, healthy chickens. I really appreciate you watching. Thanks.